Pheasant hunt day 2. Got 2 dogs with us this time. I'm not crazy, I just talk to my camera a lot. Happened. Doing okay? Ah. Rooster flew out of the ditch over there, went back to the other side. Yeah, he was, by the time I saw him, he was up over the hill. Huh? You want me to stay on this side of the ditch or come over there?
Right now, stay on that side. We'll be able to cross down here where we need to.
Okay.
Okay, the wind's not going to be in our favor now. We still got a little crook up by those trees. I think, Tom, if you want, walking your way, go up high.
In case they fly up over. Okay.
You know where we walked down yesterday?
Yeah.
Be up in that area.
Right. Yeah, but that's more than we saw in here yesterday. It wasn't until we got around that bend over there.
You want to start that away.
I got a deer path right here. I'll just walk in it.
Keep going.
You want me to cut up on through the middle of this?
Okay, they're probably gonna go to the damn corn. Up this way,
Can.
and I'll drop in with the dog stuff here.
Hey. Scotter? Okay, so a little recap on day 2 here. Not as cold as the yesterday was. Only seen probably 3 birds. A lot of geese. We're just making our way back to the pickup. We'll probably try one more spot and then call it that. So We'll walk along here just a little bit. I had to get away from everybody else. They thought I was talking to myself.
Okay, everyone, so I'm home now. A little recap of how the South Dakota hunt went. I had more. We went one more place up north of Fort Pierre where we were hunting. It was up, of course, it was up along Lake Oahe. I guess I really don't know how far north we went. Lake Oahe's huge anyways, but anyways, this was a spot that my father-in-law's hunted in the past. This is a it was next to a farm that my father-in-law's um boss's own, uh, and then the spot right next to it was actually a South Dakota Game and Parks walk-in site. So I didn't get any footage of that. I didn't really get any pictures of it. We weren't there real long. We just kind of made it was pretty steep. Made my father-in-law and I took the steep parts, and my dad walked the top of the hill. It was beautiful place, but it was also so cold out that day that by the time we got there, my cell phone battery froze and my camera battery froze, and I couldn't shoot any more footage. So yeah, that was a bummer because we saw probably at least 10 mule deer in that area, and we had birds ahead of us, but it was nothing. They're at least 100 yards ahead of us when they'd spook up and fly off. Not sure what the skinny was, so we ended up actually not getting any pheasants, and it wasn't for lack of trying. The biggest thing was they were the group of the birds that my father-in-law kept seeing when he would go out were on somebody else's property this time. So I mean, we'd show up to the field that we'd hunt in, and I'd open the pickup up, and on the south side of the road on the neighbor's property, they'd just take off and keep flying to the south. So nothing we can do there. So we spooked up a couple birds. It was nicer Saturday, so we were out pretty much all afternoon, and we did a lot more walking. No avail. There was actually not even as many geese as we saw on the first day. They must have flown off someplace else, but we weren't there to goose hunt. We wanted pheasants. So and then we moved to another field, the second field from day two. And as soon as we crested the hill there to pull into the field, you could look to the south and you could just see probably 20, 30 birds just take off and fly to the south. And it was just, your guts just went, it was pretty gut wrenching. We never saw any birds at the second spot. So then that's when we decided to go up north. But you know what? You win some, you lose some. We saw birds. The other biggest thing was we had so much gear on. Yeah, we struggled to get our fingers in the trigger guards on the shotguns, but also my father-in-law and my dad, both on the shots that they did get off, they had troubles getting the next round into the chamber because it was so cold out. The action wasn't working right on the gun. So hey, what do? You know, I always say I despise the cold, but I tolerate it for hunting, and this was probably the coldest I've ever hunted, but I'll do it again. So we're talking about doing another hunt, since here's how the South Dakota um, pheasant hunt, or the hunting license that I got, works. It's either one 10-day continuous hunt or two 5-day hunts, which I didn't get a hunt, the first 5 days. We went up on New Year's Eve and we came back on the second. I was actually off on January 3rd, but I had prior doctor's appointments and stuff scheduled for that day that I had scheduled months ago. So I couldn't really reschedule those. Otherwise, I'd have hunted another day and come back on the 3rd. Is what it is. So the guys at Runnings that sold us our licenses said if I get in there by the end of January, I can change the date for my next 5 days to sometime next fall. So that's what we'll do. My dad and I will do. We'll try to get something a little warmer. My father-in-law says it's a little harder up there to catch them on a warm day, especially when the crops are still in. But might get a little shooting action. So, and by then I hope to have my dog ready. My father-in-law had his 2 dogs with, and they did good, but it was cold. You know, I didn't I didn't even like having really his dogs out there in the cold like that. But anywho, that's the skinny on the pheasant hunt. So officially my 2021 hunting season is over. I'm already getting geared up for 2022. Got a lot more stuff to come. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, please. If you're new to the channel, please click subscribe. And go ahead and click that little bell over there in the corner so that way you get notifications if YouTube notifies you. I've been having problems with this. Notifying you when I have new videos come up. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I also have a new website, www.thenebraskahunter.com. You can catch my YouTube videos there, pictures from hunts, and trail cameras. And also, I have a blog on there now. So until next time, guys, thank you. Hey everyone, real quick here. I was editing the video and realized I forgot to thank Yackley Farms and Ranches up in Oneida, South Dakota, Todd and Blake Yackley, for allowing us to hunt on their farm ground. My father-in-law has worked for them for many years. Both great guys. Huge farming operation. Just big shout out to those guys. Thank you for letting us come up and hunt, and I'm sure they'll let us again someday, but take care.